guys, my name is Kimmy from the Brew Library, and today we'll be making our Teen Take and Make DIY Witch Brew slime. So I'm going to show you what you should have gotten in your bags and the other materials you're going to need to make this slime. So first you should have gotten in your bag a Ziploc bag, 1/4 cup of glue, 2 teaspoons of borax, and they're all labeled too, a couple drops of food coloring, a little Witch Brew pot, and some polyfoam beads. So I'm going to show you what you need to do, and then also including with that you'll need a 1/2 cup measuring cup and 1 tablespoon as well, and then you'll need some bowls and some spoons as well. So first we're going to push you guys down to show you what I'm doing. So I have this pink bowl, and this pink bowl consists of a 1/2 cup of warm water, so very warm water or kind of hot water, and then you're going to put your 2 teaspoons of borax in there, and you're going to mix it. I mixed mine for about 2 minutes until most of the borax is dissolved. I still have a little bit in there, but not a big deal. Most of it is dissolved. So after I do that, I'm going to put that to the side for now, and then we're going to take a separate bowl, and we're going to put 1/4 cup of our glue in there. So this is already measured out, so all you have to do is pour it right into your bowl. So I have mine in my bowl already. So once you use this cup for your glue, I put a little line, and that measured about 1/4 of the glue, and you're gonna put the same amount of water into your mixture. So you can fill this line up with water and then pour it in there. I have a measuring cup, or if you have a measuring cup, it's 1/4 of water. You're going to add that to your glue, and this is just regular water. It's not the borax water. The borax water comes later. So I'm mixing white glue and just regular water, and we're going to mix that together. And then you do have this food coloring. I'm just going to add a small scoop of water in there just to make it a little bit more liquidy so I can pour it in easy. So I'm just pouring like 2 little drops of water in there, and then I'm going to pour it right into our white glue and water mixture so we can get a color. So we're going to mix that all together. We're going to stir it. Next, we're going to take our big Ziploc gallon bag, and we're going to pour this mixture into it. Our white glue and water and food coloring mixture into our bag. I gave you this bag because it would be a lot easier to, it's not as messy as when you make slime in a bowl. So we're going to pour this. Actually, I noticed that there's some glue sticking to the side, so I'm going to scrape the bottom a little bit. Make sure it's all. Will they spill it on myself? No one said this wasn't going to be a clean process. Sorry, I gotta clean up on aisle 6 right now, just so I don't get it all over. Okay. Thank you for waiting. Now we're going to mix this, scrape the bottom, make sure all that glue is off, and we're going to pour it into our bag. Okay. Now that we have that poured into our bag, you're going to take your bag of poly beads, and you can kind of put as much as you want in there. There's about 1 cup of them in here, so it depends how foamy you want it. I'm going to pour my whole bag in here. And then now, this is going to be the part where you can kind of choose the type of foam you want. Either if you want a liquidy, fluidy kind of foam, you add 1 tablespoon of borax. if you want one that's slightly stiff but like average foam, add 3 tablespoons of your borax water. Or if you want it super stiff and moldable foam, you're gonna add the whole bowl. So I think I'm gonna add the whole bowl just because I want it really stiff, so it's a little bit more fun to play with. But it's up to you. If you do the 1 tablespoon, it's gonna be more like a liquidy slime. The 3 tablespoons, a little bit more stiff, but I want mine kind of really stiff. So I'm gonna pour that water mixture into the Ziploc bag, the borax water that I had in the pink bowl. And then once you have everything in your Ziploc bag, we're gonna seal it, trying to push some of the air out of it. And then we're gonna seal it up, and then we're gonna mix it. And this is just so much easier, so you don't have to make a mess all over the place. Really just mix it. Mix it for a couple minutes, really get in there. Once you have your slime, some of the beads might fall out, or the beads might separate from the slime, but once you play with it again, they'll form back together. So really just playing with it, squeezing it, trying to get that borax mixed with all of it. Very liquidy. So you're just going to keep mixing until it gets, you can feel the stiffness of it. I'm going to touch it and see what it feels like. Bad day to wear white. It feels okay. It's a little liquidy. I might knead it a little bit. So I'm going to take it out, and now we're going to put it in this bowl. There's still a lot of liquid in here. I'm just going to move that to the side. The beads will stick to you. I'm warning you now. We're just going to knead it and play with it a little bit, just to get more of the shape. See all these balls? That's why I don't like a lot of foam balls. And at this point, you just want to play with it so you can get all the beads in there. Put it on the table. Like I said, this one was a super stiff. I'm going to show you what it's like. Ignore all these beads. They'll come off and they'll mold into your thing. When it's super stiff, it'll just break. So like I said, it's a super, I added my whole bowl of borax water and it made it super stiff. So if you don't want it super stiff and you want to rip apart really easily, I would go with the 3 tablespoons of borax. And if you do the 3 tablespoons and you don't like the texture, you think it's too liquidy, you can always add more of the borax. Just be careful with these beads because they'll get all over your house. I'm trying to get some off of me. Okay. I'm just gonna knead it a little bit. And since we picked a super stiff molding, that's why the beads aren't sticking as well, but they still stick in there. There's still a lot in there as well. You can see some of them are falling off because I put a lot in there. The whole bag, it's a whole cup, and that's a big amount. So yeah, so now I have my flume. I'm just gonna knead it. That's kind of what you just have to do with the slime. Just knead it a lot when making it. at all these beads. And I'm just gonna state myself again, if you want a super stiff slime, it's gonna come out like this and it's gonna break a lot easier. I would try the 3 tablespoons, or you can do each one and then just keep adding more. So if you wanna do the 1 tablespoon, see how that looks and feels. Don't like it, put 2 more to equal 3 tablespoons. If you don't like it, then add your whole bowl. It's really, you just have to play with the measurements depending on what you prefer in a slime. Okay, so now my slime's pretty much completed. All these balls fell out of them just because it's super stiff, like I said before, but that's okay. Just throw them out, or you could try to add them back in. I might not add them back in because they probably won't stay, but now I have my Witch's Brew slime. I'm gonna put some in my bowl, my cauldron. And there you go. You got your Witch's Brew slime. So I hope you guys had fun with this, and good luck. Post your pictures of your creations on our Facebook, or you can email them to me, or you can bring them in to show me. I'd love seeing your creations and how your take and makes came about. If you have any other questions, you can just call me at the library or email me. There's a note in the bags that have my contact information in there. If you need any more materials, or if you mess up on something, let me know. I still have a lot of the materials, and I don't mind giving more out if you mess up, because I'd rather you, if you mess up, just don't give up. I have extra supplies and you could try again. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day and good luck with your Witch's Brew slime. Bye bye.